Okay, so this time I'm going to show you how to create a wine glass. This is going to be a good starter because it's really useful. It demonstrates a few of the capabilities of the program and how to use it to create different shapes. So start off by creating a line. Or how tall is a wine glass typically? Half a foot tall, 6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches is good. So start by starting a line at the center. You can either use the line button up here or L, and select the center, and then just go up, let's say 7 inches. Then if you wanted to zoom in to the extent of the drawing, just hit this front plane here and it zooms in automatically. So hit L again, start another line. So right now we're just drawing a profile of the wine glass, and we're going to rotate it around the center axis later to create the actual shape. So go down like this, go in just like that, and then so very crude outline of wine glass right now, not very nice at all. So we're going to use F for fillet. Maybe change that to 3 inches instead of 1. If it's too big, go back to 2. There, enter. You actually might have to click on them if you want it to work, so F again. Enter. Okay. Then you can fillet this other edge here, 0.5 should do the trick. There we go. 2 probably work for this one. Yep. Then right in here you might want to go with 1. Alright, so now we have the basic profile of a wine glass. So just hit the X up here. Alright, just create a new drawing on the inside about the thickness of a wine glass there. Just like that. You can go in here about halfway. And then right to the center. Then hit F again for fillet. Maybe 3. Then this isn't exactly the nicest wine glass in the world, but it'll do the trick for demonstration purposes. So then go ahead and fill in this last bit, and you should have a profile of a wine glass here. Hit Finish Sketch, and then go to Revolve, select it, and then it's going to want you to select your axis, and it's going to rotate around and create a wine glass for you, and then hit OK. So here we have the shape of our wine glass, and you can change the material of this to glass. So just go up to the top up here as material, go down, it's all in alphabetical order, so glass should do the trick. There we go. So now just go in here, hit save, and you can save it as wine glass. Then hit enter. So right now we have our wine glass. Then you can go up here, hit new, and you can start a new part. It's going to automatically start you on one of these planes. So now we're going to create a table for this wine glass. So hit rectangle. How big? So our wine glass was 7 inches tall, so we can create a 20 by 30 table for it. This isn't going to be very big, but we don't want it to be too big. Go to front, zoom into it, you can hit Finish Sketch and extrude it. 1 inch, sure. So now select one of these sides, right click on it, and you can hit new sketch to create a sketch on the face. So rectangle, you can just create, these are going to be the feet for the table, so it's going to be a very complicated table though. Alright, I'm going to use the mirror command. So begin by creating a line in the center of your table. Select mirror. You've already selected this, so go ahead and select it, hit mirror line, select your mirror line, and hit apply, and it'll show you where. Then hit done. You can delete that line you created before and make a new one in the center of the other side. Then hit mirror again, select your two wooden pegs, mirror line, select it, apply, done. Finish sketch. Then you can right click and select extrude, and you can extrude these to become the wooden legs. If you accidentally click on one of the in the center of it or something, just hit Control and select it again, and it'll unselect it, and you can continue. So these can be what, 30? Nah, that's a bit too long. 20. Sure. Hit the check mark, and then you can go and select a material for your entire table. So we're gonna go with oak. Sure, oak, that looks good. There, look at that. Nice table for the wine glass. So now you're gonna go up here, hit save again. Save as table. Save. So now you can go to new and select your standard assembly. So now we're going to assemble this so that you can have the wine glass on the table in the same drawing. And it's going to load. So to put stuff into the assembly model, you have to hit place, and it's going to automatically go to your file location. So select your two objects that you've created, so wine glass and table, and hit open. And it's going to place them both. So right now we're actually going to go back and change the wine glass to some different kind of material so we can actually see it, and we can change it back to glass after when we're done. Sure, we'll have an aluminum cast goblet. Perfect. Hit Control S and it'll save for you. Assembly. Oh, look at that, it changed all by itself. So the way that assemblies work in Inventor is that you have to constrain objects to each other. So right now this goblet is just free floating, and it automatically grounds one of your objects that you put. So if you right click on this, you can hit grounded and you'll be able to move it. But we want to keep the table grounded. So keep it grounded then. So say we want the goblet to be on the table. Hit the constrain button. Select the bottom of the goblet and the top of the table, and it's automatically going to jump right to the top of the table. Press OK. So now the goblet is constrained perfectly to the top of the table. You can move it laterally in any direction, but not vertically off the table. So if you want to constrain this to an actual point on the table, you're going to go to Constrain. You're going to have to select the axis of the goblet and a side of the table. So now it automatically goes right to where the axis and the side of the table meet. So you're going to go to your offset tool and hit, say, 10. Not 0, 10. So if it goes in the wrong direction, just press -10 and it'll shoot onto the table. So perfect, it's on the table. Hit apply. So now the goblet can only move in one direction because it is automatically put 10 from the side of the table to the axis. So if we want to constrain this to the other side of the table now. So once again, 10 should do the trick. Oh, wrong direction, -10. Perfect. Press enter and it'll constrain. So now your goblet is automatically constrained to the table and you can't move it. So that's the basic of an assembly and how you create parts and place them into an assembly model.